Welcome back to My Cupcake Addiction. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make a really fun bunch of jelly cocktails. They are super fun and I'm going to serve them in some really classy champagne glasses. Let's get started. Now I've worked a lot with gelatin sheets and gelatin powder, but personally I just don't like the way it smells. So I found this product by Queen. It's called Gel It In and it's a vegetarian option. Doesn't smell at all, which I love, and it's still going to give us the same result. First up, I'm going to pour 2 cups of water into my pot. I'm doing quite a large batch of clear jelly, so I'm using 2 sachets of my gelatin powder. I'm going to sprinkle it over my cold water and then I'm just going to let it bloom for a few minutes. If you're wondering what a bloom is, it's basically just letting that gelatin powder just dissolve and kind of work its way into the water. So I'm happy that my gelatin has bloomed, and with this I'm going to add 8 more cups. So I'm making like 10 cups of jelly because I'm showing you guys like a bunch of different cocktails. And that's 2 cups of sugar for me, but it's about a cup per sachet of my gelatin. That's not going to take very long. I've still got the heat going and I really just want to dissolve the sugar. For a really clear jelly, just pass it through a sieve. So this is it. This is my clear jelly mix. It's sweet but uncolored and unflavored, and it's going to be the blank canvas for pretty much any jelly dessert you want to make. First one is going to be Flamingo Pink. Meet the Flamingo Teeny. And I'm going to flavour it with this Flamingo Fantasy food colouring, which is kind of like an old school musk stick kind of a flavour. Beautiful. I'm going to use a little bit of my natural pink food colouring. And this is just a liquid food colour. Now I've got a few different fun layered jelly techniques for you. This one here I'm just going to fill like an inch or so on the bottom. About there, and that's going to go off into the fridge to set. While that's setting, I'm going to take some condensed milk and I'm just going to add it. This is going to change the flavour slightly, but to be honest, it's really all about the colour here. So I just don't want it to be so transparent. I want to make it like an opaque pink colour. Kind of gives it like a creamy flavour too. Oh, look at that, flamingo as. Our bottom layer is set and it's time to pour our second flamingo colour. I'm going to leave about a centimetre at the top and I'm going to put it back in the fridge because that's going to be for like all the fancy stuff on top. I'm going to use a very extra flamingo straw and I'm going to pop that in first so that I don't drag cream all the way down. And look, we're not going to drink these. The straw is really for decoration, but I feel like they give it kind of that, like the freak shake to the cocktail. You know, they give it that little oomph. On goes the cream. A nice little swirl, trying to go as close to the edges of the glass as possible. I'm going to finish it off with some flamingo sprinkles. Yes, I found flamingo sprinkles. And then I sprinkle them with my fingers so I can be delicate in my placement. This is such a fun no-bake dessert and it's a really good one to get the kids involved with. I'm going to finish my flamingo teeny off with one little pink, this is a chocolate ball. Oh my gosh, so cute and so simple. The kids are going to love it, the adults are going to love it. Meet the Flamingo Teeny. This jelly dessert cocktail I'm going to call MermaidenAid. So I'm going to colour mine like a bluey greeny mermaid colour, but then I'm going to use coconut cream to actually make it my nice opaque colour. A couple of drops of green. So more green to blue or else the blue's going to take over. I'm going to leave it there and then add in some of my coconut cream. And look, there's no real measurement here. I'm just putting in maybe a tablespoon or 2. Because I want a little sparkle, I've also got some shimmer powders. And I've actually never added shimmer to jelly before, but I'm going to do it. We're going to see how it looks. With this one, I'm not going to fill it all the way because I want a layer of blue at the top. So I'm going to take it most of the way to the top, but I'm going to leave maybe a centimetre or 2 into the fridge to set, and then we'll do a second layer. So I've melted a bit of white chocolate just in the microwave on 30-second intervals. I'm going to add just a couple of drops and then a drop of blue. All right, so I'm going to just make my little mermaid tails, and then I'm just going to run the back of a knife just across each tail so that I remove any excess. One last tap and then they're going in the fridge. My little mermaid tails are adorable, but that is a really simple shape to freehand if you did just want to pipe it on some baking paper. And I've got an assortment of shimmers that I'm going to use just to give it a little bit of colour. Kind of want to make it look a little bit like a graduating rainbow here. So purple at the top, Look at that, the difference between the two of them with just a little bit of shimmer. It's so cute and it kind of gives them that mermaidy rainbow look. Our MermaidenAid is set. Our MermaidenAid is done. For our next jelly dessert cocktail, I'm going to be doing my take on the lemon meringue pie. I'm going to colour it with some natural yellow food colouring. Yellow jelly check. I want mine to be lemon flavoured, obviously, so I'm going to add, first of all, 1 cupful of my natural lemon extract. My lemon jelly is done, and again, I'm going to leave this one as like a clear yellow jelly. I'm going to pour in on an angle, about 1/3 I want, and then I'm going to lay my champagne flute down, just like that. That's going to go into the fridge, and when we set it and then layer it, it's going to give us a really nice angled layer effect. I'm a bit excited about it. Now that I've done my clear yellow layer, I'm going to do my opaque yellow layer. So a couple of tablespoons of my condensed milk. Ooh, that looks lemon meringue pie-esque. And then I'm going to pour in on a very satisfying tilt. Oh, this looks so pretty. I'm going to leave a little gap at the top because I've got some decorations to go on top. That's going to go into the fridge and set, and then we're going to decorate. All right, fancy lemon straw in first. Then whipped cream. You could also do meringue here and give it a little toast, but I'm just going to do cream today. This is looking adorable. On goes my little cookie. Oh my God, I am loving how this looks. It's a bit of a non-traditional twist on the lemon meringue pie, but for a summer party, I think this is just perfect. This jelly dessert cocktail I like to call the Unicorn Arita. I'm gonna add some purple food coloring. And this one I already know I want completely opaque, so I'm gonna do condensed milk. So my jelly is purple, but it's not yet flavoured, and I managed to find a flavour called Unicorn Dream. So this is kind of bubblegummy. It's like bright and fruity. It's a bit of fun, and it's definitely unicorn. All right, my Unicorn Arita is ready for its glass. I'm gonna fill it to about there, and it's going off into the fridge to set. I'm gonna do gold straws, like the unicorn horn. And this, in Australia, we call it fairy floss, but some places will call it cotton candy. We're just going to sort of fluff it up a bit and then stick it on top. I'm going to add 1 little Party Pal, it's actually a cupcake topper, on top there, and my Unicorn Arita is finished. The Flamingo Teeny, the MermaidenAid, the Lemon Meringue Pie Secco, and the Unicorn Arita. Thanks to Queen for partnering with me on today's video. If you guys recreate these amazing, simple, no-bake jelly dessert cocktails at home, make sure you tag me on Instagram. Have an awesome day, you guys, and I will see you next time.